Hey everybody, this is Speaking in Colour podcast and I'm your host, Bula Vinaka, aka B. Identity. Probably one of life's biggest puzzles. It's forever shifting, evolving, and challenging you to find who you are in that moment in time. As an Indigenous person in this day and age, the pathway to self-discovery is riddled with expectations, conflicting viewpoints, and a world that seems to be unraveling. Today, we start at the beginning of that pathway. Here's to the journey. Daphne Seyb, a true Wellingtonian born and raised in the 04. Father a Kiwi and mother Indigenous Fijian. Amongst other things, Daphne found her love for dance quite young as a part of a youth church group. From then, her future was already written. Through her teenage and early 20s, Daphne solidified her place in the Wellington dance scene, winning awards and achievements with various dance crews and meeting the love of her life, and now partner, Patrick Godney. With a unique sense of style and outlook on life, Daphne has influenced and encouraged anyone she meets to live your best life and live your truth. Unmatched! Oh, you better work. You better work.
That would be the first word and then crazy.
And crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, why unmatched?
Because I know that I am one of a kind. I know that there's no one like me in this world, and I feel like my energy is unmatched. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why crazy though? Why crazy?
My energy is crazy. It's hard to explain what goes on in my head. Even though like people already say, oh, you're like got a crazy energy. Yeah. And I'm like, man, if only you could actually see what goes on in my head or like what goes on inside me. Yeah. It's like sometimes I just feel like there's this crazy energy in me. Yeah. And I have to get it out. Yeah. So, yeah, I've definitely chilled out a lot as I've gotten older.
Do you think the crazy thing is a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing, but I've learnt where to tame it over the years. Okay. Yeah, because the crazy could be...
You can't be crazy all the time.
Yeah, there just had to be a bit of a balance, and that's where Pat balanced me out. Because when we met, I was far out, like... I was wild.
Wait, hold on. We've had stories.
Yeah, my energy was always at 200%. Yeah. And for some people, that's just too much. Even though I don't care what people think. But it's just about having more of a balance. And so he balanced me out a lot.
That's really cool to know.
Yeah, like yin and yang.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would just drive, people up the wall, man. I mean, I've been called ADD. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, all right. Unmatched. And crazy. Yeah. So it was really interesting because the reason why I asked about crazy, and passionate. I think see that was the word I would have said for you. Yeah. But people tend to have like a real negative connotation with crazy. Yes, and that's just because of society, obviously. Yeah. But that's
and obviously cool. I would be, I would be like really careful myself around that word, like you know what I mean, like there's obviously different meanings to crazy, and I don't ever want to like offend anyone or anything like that, but crazy and the energy crazy. Yeah in a crazy way.
Okay, my next point or question is, how important is the company that you keep?
Oh, so important.
How?
Yeah because I feel like your time is precious. Right. And if you're not surrounded by good company, if you are not surrounded by people that are going to help you become a better version of yourself and vice versa, then don't waste time. Yeah. It's... just go back to the question again, just so I don't go off on a tangent. So go off to,
So how important is the company that you keep?
Oh, yeah. So, because time is important, time is precious, as you don't want to be wasting your time with bad company. That might just not be a fit for you, might be a fit somewhere else. Okay. And I think just energy as well is if you are around bad company that drain your energy, then I call them energy vampires.
Oh, that's such a good word.
Yeah.
How do you know if people are energy vampires?
Because if you leave someone or a group of people feeling drained, more than feeling refilled or having your cup refilled or feeling energized, then they're draining energy.
Yeah.
And I think you'll know when you've been around energy vampires because you'll feel it's almost like a lingering feeling for days.
Yeah.
That you'll just feel like, oh my gosh, like I still feel drained from that conversation or that interaction, and that's just when you know that it's not healthy for you. It's not actually healthy for your mental. It's not healthy for your spiritual, your physical, everything. Everything ties together. So. It's important to stay away from energy vampires.
When was a point in your life that you can remember that you made that decision that you were not going to waste any time on people that were going to suck the energy out of you? Because I feel like people have a hard time kind of deciphering. Yeah. Because everyone has their thoughts. They probably come home and they're like, damn, that was so hard. Yeah. But like how do you make the decision? Because it's probably harder than it is. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a gradual journey. I feel like you learn as you go, but I would say for me it's more been in the last few years when I started to really put myself first in terms of my well-being. Yeah. And I think once I started to put myself first rather than putting everyone else first, before myself, that's when I really, it was almost like a tunnel vision. I was like, whoa, now that I have, my health is starting to get better, my fitness and like my mental and everything is just connecting. That's when I just started to click like, whoa, like I would have an encounter with, in a situation and I'd be like, that's making me feel really drained for a long time and making me feel yuck, and like I started to question like why why am I feeling like that, and the more that I started to release those things and release those encounters and those interactions was I started to gain more. Release and you gain more. Because you make space for things and you totally just learn that you're just not going to do that anymore. Okay, that's cool. I did a bit of creeping because for the interview I was like, I gotta be prepared and stuff like that. So there was a post that you shared on your Facebook quite a while back, and it was a video of Will Smith talking about surrounding yourself with people that fan your flame. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that? Yes. So I want you to kind of explain. I mean, I do remember it and I don't. Yes. It was, so it was on your Facebook page and I found it. Yeah. And I thought this was such a good point for me to bring up because I feel like, especially for young people and young adults that are trying to kind of find their way around, how to be themselves and not be judged for it. Yeah. How can you, so why is it important that you surround people with that fan your flame? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Man, you have to refresh my memory because what was just refresh my memory as into what the main part of it was. Because I know the video, but I'm just trying to recollect, get a recollection of what the message was. Yeah. So I know it's there, but I just need to hear it again. Oh, okay. So I don't know word for word, but it was basically Will Smith saying, at the end of the video, he said a line which was, you need to find people that will fan your flame and support you, right? Instead of people pissing on your fire. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like having your people that want to see you shine. Exactly. Instead of dimming your light. Right. Yeah. So how can you... I totally remember this now because I remember that, I've got, it was me and me and Jojo had this thing about it of where we were just like, damn right, and Jojo's one of my best friends, so that was the post, and I thought it was super interesting because I don't hear that often. So what why does that mean something to you? Like, have you been through something that you were like, obviously you have, by the sounds of things. So fanning someone's flame, being around people that would want to see you shine.
Yeah.
So how did you arrive at that idea?
I think, well, obviously when I had watched that and heard what Will Smith was saying, it totally resonated with me and a lot of people that had seen that at the time, just like a lot of stuff that Will Smith shares.
Yeah.
But I had already put my kind of finger on that before I had seen that, and I was just like, that was just an amazing reminder.
Yeah.
And that's why it resonated so hard with me and my best friend Jojo, was because we both were just, I think, felt like we were at a point in both our lives where our lives were changing and we were just kind of going through a different season of people in our lives, and just really saying to each other, because we are so close even since school days, is we have both seen a lot of people come and go. You know, we've known each other for over 20 years of our lives, and we're still best friends. And the thing that we both said to each other is, because the reason why we're still like this is because we still support each other, and we're each other's cheerleaders, and we want to push each other to reach our goals and our dreams and to see how far we can go. And we want to see each other shine bright instead of like trying to pull each other down. Yeah. Just like I feel like people have tried to do to me and her. And, you know, and so
there it is.
When you've been best friends for over 20 years and you've been in it together and you've seen the same people come and go, then we understand each other so well. Right. And the reason why we're still so tight is because we want to fan each other's flames, and we want to support each other, and we want to see each other go as far as we can and love on each other. So I mean, the story that straight away comes to my mind was, I think I shared this in the last time that we caught up, was realizing that the people that were in my life that didn't support my dance journey, that was the biggest wake-up call for me. Okay. Because I was like, well, why is it that you have never supported me dancing or supported my dance journey or all the sacrifices that I've had to make? Why? That problem is yours, not mine. Yeah. And when I started to like click and unravel that, that's when I had to start releasing those people. Because I was like, if you really loved me, then you would understand why I have to sacrifice time and, you know, make all these sacrifices because of this passion I have. Yeah. And like Jojo's a perfect example, was, you know, I had to even sacrifice, you know, time with my best friend, but she supported me and loved me.
And now look at you guys.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And so that was the big point of difference, was, okay, that's exactly what it should be.